opulence. You own everything. And I'm ending it there because my co-host wants to be fucking shady.
That's incorrect. I don't know how to be shady. This film actually, granted, I never knew how to do that. But this film actually really showed me that I don't know how to do that. So,
and that's okay.
I just want you all to take a second and thank me and your lucky stars, because before this started, Deshaun was practicing a very sexy like voice, and it was not a good moment for me. It takes me back to when he tried to kiss me with his hairy lips. It was just that. It was. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
You pulled that out of the recesses of my mind. I forgot what that happened. I forgot when that happened. Oh my God, why would you bring that up right now? I am in a vulnerable position.
Why are you vulnerable?
I'm laughing because, one, you're already starting some bullshit, and two, you reminded me of the most traumatic experience that either of us have ever had on this earth. You inflicted it on both of us and do not lie on this goddamn podcast!
You didn't have to do that! Because I said no!
Yes!
I said no!
We can...
I said no to the lip locking. Oh my God,
you're not about to be on this podcast lying in everybody's
I said no to the
ears.
lip locking.
I'm so sick of
that
you.
Nigga said, I kiss. I said no.
So
and you said yes.
Let me tell the story.
Okay.
Because you obviously are on some bullshit. So we went to this fuck-ass restaurant that I will say I recommended because it was good the last time I went. But we went to this fuck-ass restaurant, walked in, it was already bad vibes. We sit down, we order our fuck-ass food reluctantly, mind you. They were like, oh, our kitchen's about to close, so I don't know if we can do all that. So we both ordered burgers or whatever fuck. We're eating, and this dude comes over and is like, can I take pictures of you guys? I was about to say no. Miss Thing over here said, yeah, sure, because I said no, because I knew what the fuck he was taking pictures for. He thought we were a couple, so I was about to say no.
I didn't know that when I
Yeah,
agreed.
sure. Girl,
I didn't.
Then you were blind.
I didn't. I didn't see that nigga in the restaurant until he came over to us. And I said, "Oh, fun."
So he comes over and asks us to take pictures. She says yes. I'm like, okay, fine. So he takes a picture of us. We're smiling and whatever. And he's like, can you guys get a little closer? And we're like, okay. So we like scooch up in our seats a little, and then like our faces are a little closer to each other because we're sitting on two opposite sides of the booth. And then he's like, can you guys actually sit together? And this is when we should have stopped, but Miss Thing kept going. So she came over to my side of the booth, sat next to me, and put her arm over mine, or her arm over my shoulder, and we taking pictures. And then he's like, can you guys hug? So we hug, and I already know where the fuck is. I already know where the fuck this is about to go. And I'm like, you know what? She's playing with us, so go ahead.
I didn't know that's where this was going.
Can y'all kiss?
I did, and I'm pretty sure I said no. I didn't know that's where this was going.
Kiss?
And Deshaun goes, "Oh, we here now." And I said, "What?"
I said, "We're here now."
And I'm
you jumped at the opportunity of this whack ass motherfucker taking pictures of us like we're at fucking Six Flags. Because the next thing he did after we were done with all the pictures, he asked us if we want to purchase the fucking pictures. No, bitch. And
I didn't know that was going to happen either.
Our fucking dinner, our fuck ass dinner.
I should say it wasn't
so we can buy some fuck ass pictures that you took on your goddamn iPhone. No, bitch.
He had a camera, I'm pretty sure, like a real camera.
He did have a camera, but it was a nasty ass camera. The lens was dirty.
That's completely possible. Anyways, welcome to this week's episode of Shade and Lemonade. That was your shade for the evening.
God damn. Oh my God. I don't even know where to go at this point. Let's just start off with our check-in. How are you doing, Maya?
I'm doing fine. I am currently getting ready to, like this week, I'm getting ready to go on a trip. So I'm getting ready for that trip. But I don't want to go on the trip because the people that I'm going with, it's like there's nothing wrong with them, but it's like I don't know y'all well enough to go on a trip with y'all. But like you got to do what you got to do when your program says this is what you got to do. So I'm doing it. And so that's happening. I failed a really big test. So now I have to retake that test. I don't know when I'm going to retake it, but like that wasn't fun for me. But I recuperated by going home for the weekend and seeing my little cousin turn 16, which was freaking beautiful. She looked amazing. Like she always looks amazing. And it was so funny because, you know, she had, in case y'all didn't know, we're Negroes, right? So she has her little boyfriend come to the party. This tall ass white man or white boy because they're teens. I said, who the fuck? It's a tall white guy. And, you know, when kids are dating, they act like they can't look at each other or some shit. So when they try to get them to take pictures, they stand it as far. It's like they trying to leave room for Jesus. And everyone's like, guys, come on, get closer. And I'm just like, what is happening right now? So it was very interesting. It was a lot of fun, but I was like, oh, okay, she got herself a white boy. Ooh, fun. And now I'm back at school I'm doing a little crocheting. Today we're sponsored by Joanne Fabrics, which it doesn't matter how many times I say that because the bitch is going out of business in May. So.
Okay. Well, I've been doing okay.
Oh, yay. Not you guess.
Still want to kill myself every day I wake up.
Amen.
Can't do that because we're seeing Beyonce or whatever.
Or whatever. So. I'd sell your ticket. Nah, you know, I'd sell that shit.
Don't do that.
Or whatever.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I already took off the days and everything, so I guess we're going. I'm terrified for it because I still haven't yet to figure out the outfit.
No, I was going to say we're going with no fit.
We got time. And work is still ass. I have been working on like the whole making posters and like editing thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly have Adobe Procreate experience, so I could get a different job.
I was about to say graphic designer.
In a completely different field. Right. I'm like audio engineer and graphic designer over here. Like I'm kind of eating.
Did you think about graphic design for a hot minute?
I did think about graphic design mostly because I have come to when my thought process when I wanted to like figure out a career was like, I want to help people. And then I realized I fucking hate people. So, what?
I was gonna say, I think I want to help people is like the most basic bitch answer to anything. Like, and that's not knocking you because I say that shit too. I want to be a such and such because I want to help people in the health. Everybody want to help people, bitch. Like, what makes you different? Be different.
So I came to the realization that I actually hate people and I want less people on this earth. So we're thinking about something different. I don't know. I'm just vibing right now.
Amen. You know what you should vibe to? Castlevania Nocturna.
Oh, you just started watching that?
I hate bitches like.
What do you mean you hate bitches like?
Why did you say it like that? Oh, you just started watching that?
Yeah, because did you watch Castlevania?
No, I didn't finish it. I need to finish it, but I already know how it ends. Dracula fucking dies. Womp. And my man Alucard killed him. Womp womp.
That's not even how it ends.
Alucard literally said he killed his dad. What do you mean? He lied?
That's not
that nigga lied?
No, but that's not how it ends though, Maya.
The point is, the Belmont line lives on. The fuck? What else do I need to know?
Castlevania is so like when you watch it, because I've been telling you to watch it. When you watch it, call me and then we can talk about that.
Is there a bitch on there that's as bad as my good sis Dorota? Dorota? That's she can do things. She said all of her orifices had teeth, and I said, yes, ma'am.
Actually,
show it to me.
There's someone really close to her.
So you telling me
she's not black?
Even worse. Dorota is the baddest bitch in the game, and you want me to watch somebody else try to beat her, and they not even black?
They're just a vampire, so they're technically a minority.
That's so embarrassing. Dorotha's such a bad bitch. Like okay, I'm gonna say this, and then we need to move on. But like, when Alucard killed her in season 1, I hope y'all spoilers for fucking Castlevania Nocturne. When Alucard killed her season 1, I was like, no, bad bitch down! Like, I actually had to take a second because I'm like, I feel the same way about her. Now, fuck the Mistress of Night or whatever the fuck. She looked weird, but I like her voice actor because she was Lotta in Claws, and it took me forever to fucking catch where that voice was from.
Wait, really?
I was like, I know that bitch.
Okay, Rage.
And like, it took me a minute, but no, say Range. But no, she looked weird as hell. I don't want her, so she can die. But I was like, it's the same way I feel about my good sis, Mel's mama from Arcane. I'm just like,
Ambessa?
Yes, Ambessa can break and back out. Like, girl, you should lose, right? Like, you shouldn't win, but like, you don't have to die. Why do we gotta be killing bad bitches out here? And Alucard, fine ass, killed my baddest bitch. And I said, you're going to hell. But then that weird ass priest brought her back. And now she got fucking spears at the end of her hair. Oh, I want her so bad. Like, oh, I want her so bad. And she probably gay as hell, too.
And for those children that can't take the fact that I still look youthful, suffer. No bags, no lines. Lovely.
Speaking of gay, actually,
great segue.
Thank you for the segue. Speaking of gay, to wrap up our Black History Month episodes, even though we're still going to be unapologetically Black on this goddamn podcast.
It's been my whole life. Don't know another way to be.
Instead of talking about like movies we're going to be talking about a movie and a show, but instead of talking about like a piece of media specifically, we're going to be talking about the entirety of ballroom culture and how much I love it and appreciate it. My co-host also loves it and appreciates it. I just want to preface that, but she's not as into it as I am.
Yeah, because I don't know anything outside of these two pieces of media.
I mean, okay, well, to get started, we're going to be first talking about Paris is Burning, which was my introduction to ballroom and like the queer scene in New York specifically. Paris is Burning is a 1990s American documentary film directed by Jenny Livingston. I think that's how you say her name. Filmed in the mid to late 1980s, it chronicles the ball culture of New York City and the African-American, Latino, gay, and transgender communities involved in it. The balls are viewed as a site for performance, fame, and exclusive celebrity status in the subculture of queer, Black, and Latino folks who are rarely afforded the opportunity to exist in mainstream culture. Okay, so that's basically the premise of Paris is Burning. I had to look this up, but I realized the director of it, Jenny Livingston, white. I did not realize that. So that like kind of didn't sit right with me. But at the same time, she did a wonderful job. And I don't think except for one time, I don't think she overstepped her bounds of like her talking about this or like her asking people about the ballroom culture. And I think everyone was really welcoming and really happy to shed light on this really obscure thing that people didn't know about, especially in the 80s and 90s, because, you know, that's AIDS epidemic. People were so closeted, like they couldn't be out like they wanted to be. So them having this community and this like camaraderie together, especially for the trans community, because bitches don't like to talk about it, but the Black trans girls made up all your lingo, made up all your fashion, made up everything that you do to this fucking day. So put some respect on their goddamn names. Thank you very much. What?
I don't think all is a fair assessment.
What do you mean?
Like everything, you're attributing everything to Black trans women. I don't think that's true.
In the realm of queerness.
I know what you're saying. I don't think that's true.
What don't
I mean,
you
I could be wrong.
to...
I just feel like I just don't. I think it's Black queer people in general. A lot of times it is more so from my understanding, femme queer, black femme queer people than it is like non-femmes. But like, I don't think it's all black trans women. But like, I could definitely be wrong.
People just, and we were talking about this before we started recording. People just act like black trans people and trans people in general just don't exist. And I don't understand that.
I 100% agree with that.
I do not understand that to this fucking day. Like, even I'm glad now that we have like a decent amount of representation in the modeling scene specifically, because the modeling scene is so hard to get into for cis people, for like specifically not conventionally attractive and or white cis people. So the fact that trans individuals are making these strides.
Are you trying to say something along the lines like how queer people are finally, like, I wouldn't even say finally being given their dues, because I feel like especially with like what's happening now, trans people especially are not being given their dues, but there's more, like, for example, Zaya Wade, I think it's Zaya, was just on the cover of a teen magazine.
I forgot about that. That made me so happy.
One, she looks fucking amazing.
Stunning.
Like, girl, I could never. I could never. That just made me. Do you remember the woman? Because she was a grown ass woman doing this shit. When Blue Ivy was in that dress, looking fucking amazing at whatever award show she was at. That woman posted a picture of herself at like 12 years old, and she was like, "This is what a 12-year-old is supposed to look like." Like, Zaya looks better than you, yo weird ass bitch. She looks better than you. I just want you to know that. You probably do know that because it doesn't take much. That was embarrassing
for her. That was so embarrassing.
Like, I just hope she saw that shit. She was like,
"This is what I look like at 12."
Looked like she was going into like a corporate office or some shit. Like, girl, shut the fuck up.
Like, you look busted at 12 and you look busted now. What the fuck are we supposed to say?
But no, I think you could say like you're in terms of like, I don't like to use this word all the time, but like in terms of representation, you're definitely seeing more trans people than like compared to like the 80s, you know, and more queer people in general. So there's that, but also like I just don't think we are where we should be with representation or anything like that. Like we're nowhere near. But
we're regressing actually.
Yes. We are regressing, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, that's just the world that we live in today with the trumpet and the ketamine fiend right next to him. But to give you guys a little history lesson, because we kind of have to move. To give you guys a little history lesson, I don't want to say the ball scene, but I guess the places that they held these things were called ballrooms. So the ball scene, quote unquote, started in the 1930s, where people could just like have a good, gay people, queer people could have just like a good time together and be happy and gay and dance, show off their fashion, all that good shit. In Harlem specifically. And then around like the 1960s, a beautiful, stunning woman by the name of Crystal LaBeija, decided that, or noticed that there was a lot of colorism and anti-trans rhetoric being thrown around in these spaces. And she was like, I'm sick and tired of it. So I'm going to make a safe space for Black and Latino queers to come and be themselves and also compete and have like a competitive edge to it. So this is kind of where the whole like ball that we, as the whole like balls and houses and everything that we know today came from. So it came from Crystal LaBeija when she first made the House of LaBeija, and people started joining it, and then other people got on the trend, quote unquote, of starting their own houses, either named from like their own selves, like their last name or whatever the fuck, or from famous fashion designers, or just like made up a fucking name, whatever. But anyways, it didn't start, and then around like the 90s and the 80s, I think that was like the height. Like that's when ballroom culture was at its fucking peak. And I just love, and that's why I love Paris is Burning, because it just shows ball at its fucking peak when everyone, not everyone obviously, but when everyone was just like looking their baddest and like the old way of Vogue is so fucking cunty. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't. I love it. I love it so much. Do you have anything to say about? Because this is your first time watching Paris is Burning. So, what do you think about it?
Off rip, the connection between the Black community and the Latina community is so, granted, well, maybe I shouldn't say it that way because like there are Black Latinos and Latinas, but like the connection is just like so intriguing to me because I took like in the best way possible. And I don't know where our communities are today. Like, are we friends? I don't know. But like, I took
that's up for debate, honestly.
Like, because every once in a while, you know, you stumble across, you know, it's granted everybody hates Black women, so like it's not specific to Latina people. But, like, I remember all the time I see Black, like you see the Latina women versus Black women debate, and how Black men are like, fuck Black women, we want the big booty Latinas, and like it's like, oh
no,
what? And then like sometimes you have Latina women saying y'all are weird as fuck and we don't want you, and other times you have like, yeah, come over here, and it's like, okay, this is weird. I've never seen anything to my knowledge that became like a super big discussion from Latino men, but like they probably be weird too because everybody like hates Black people and everybody's weird. But I remember when I took a hip hop class, intro to hip hop philosophy class, and it was talking about how, I want to say it was break dancing. I think that's when we started the class, the invention, I guess, I don't know, of breakdancing. And like it was Black and Latino people. And it was just like, and then like, and just how that evolved into what it is today. And I was just like, I don't know, it just really intrigues me, the connection between our two communities and how like we're always right there. And everybody probably don't even know that because, you know, some of us hate them and some of them hate us, I'm sure. And then some of them are us and some of us are them. But but that, like, off rip, that did really intrigue me. But as for the documentary overall, like I went into this not knowing that Pose was like, I thought this was a newer documentary because my cousin had asked me to watch it like a long time ago. So I thought this was a newer thing. And so I went into it thinking that, and then I'm seeing all these things, and like it's connecting to like the storylines in Pose. I'm like, oh my God, did Pose like inspire themselves from this? And it just had me like, what? It just kind of not floored me. It just, I think it helped my understanding of the film to have people that I'm somewhat familiar with or characters that I'm familiar with to connect to these real life people that I am unfamiliar with. And it was just, and also beyond that, I do think it was a really beautiful film. I love that it was in all black and white. I don't know when color. I don't remember. Did you say 1980s?
Wait,
1990?
You watched yours in all black and white, girl?
Yeah, yours wasn't in black and white?
No, my shit was in color.
Oh, I really loved the black and white. I think it added to. It felt like an artistic decision.
Fair. I never watched it in black and white. I always watched it in color.
No, I watched. I also did have to pirate it. Is it even really pirating if it's on a website? Like, not like a movie website, but like they had an article or whatever, I think, after it. Like, I don't know if that's considered pirating. Like, I feel that feels very official. It feels official.
It's on. If you want to watch Paris is Burning, by the way, it is on Max.
And if you have anything with the Max connection, so Hulu with a Max subscription, Amazon with a Max subscription, but you could also do like the free trial if you just want to watch it, the Max subscription.
Yeah. So there, it's out there. It's there. Just you just got to look for it. And some bitches just don't want to look for it because they don't want to learn about their roots.
Ooh.
Christian Walker, I'm looking at you.
Is Christian? Ooh, okay. Well, you made me forget my train of thought. One thing to note, what I watched it on, sometimes the audio would just randomly go out. So there are probably about a good 10 minutes of this movie that I missed. And it actually wasn't a long or hard watch. I really like that we stayed with a small group of people and we switched between them, and it made the stories more digestible, I guess. And instead of like throwing a bunch of things at me that I can't connect to or that I can't absorb, I was able to follow these people and seeing what they went through. It just keeps coming to my head. Like, what's the point? Like, why? And like, I would say this about anything: racism, homophobia, sexism, misogyny. Like, what is the fucking point? Because at the end of the day, there are kids on the streets because they parents, like their biological parents, the one set of the two people in this entire world who are supposed to love you unconditionally unless you turn into a fucking murderer. But even then, niggas still have the support of their parents. Like, they threw them out because they were fucking gay or they were trans. And I'm just like, this is your line? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, if I found, granted, I'm a completely different person than these parents. I was raised on fucking Degrassi. Like, I have a bigoted bone in my body. I mean, I probably do. Everybody has their biases. But, like, you can't watch Degrassi.
Not you were raised on Degrassi.
No, literally. Aubrey Graham. Like, you can't watch Aubrey Graham.
No, why do you keep naming it?
I didn't say Drake, bitch. That's a weirdo. I said Aubrey Graham.
They're the same person. I'm sick of you.
Drake literally said my acting days are over. So Drake and Aubrey Graham, those are two different niggas. I fuck with Aubrey.
Keep going.
Drake has this weird streak.
Act a fool, girl. Act a fool, girl.
If you come out a bigot after being raised on Degrassi, you're mentally unwell. Because how did you see that shit? Like, the first trans character I was introduced to was Adam Torres, and I was like, okay, Adam, cool guy. And then everyone's like, you're a girl, and I'm like, what? Like, I just had that thought in the back of my mind, like, what? Y'all are fucking insane. What is the point of this? Like, one of the, what is her name? Her name is Venus Extravaganza. Mm-hmm. Oh, she died, guys. Oh, it was so fucking sad.
It's
what?
I was gonna say it's shown at the end of the movie that Venus was murdered.
Yes, I need to stop saying that.
She was. No, it's okay. It's whatever. She was a working girl. She worked the streets because back then sometimes that was the only type of work that some transgender women could get. So she worked the streets, and she was found murdered in a hotel room after a bad encounter with a client.
And mind you, it went into silence all these different times. So next thing I know is her mother is talking about her being dead. And I say, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm just like, when did this happen? And like, it's just so fucking sad. And because she was murdered, actually, no, I'm recounting she escaped the guy who clocked her. Mm-hmm. I was about to say that.
She escaped that one.
Yeah, so I guess we can't really say why she was murdered. You can infer, but you can't really say why. But yeah, it's like, it's beautifully sad, because I do think there is something beautiful in seeing that a space that you should be allowed into, you should be accepted and loved in, doesn't do that. So you go and create your own space, and that space becomes this big community that houses people, feeds people, loves people. And yeah, you got your competition, and you got people calling each other bitches, and you got people arguing because you saying I wasn't giving butch realness today, but actually I was, because it's a fucking men's code. Like, what the fuck? Like, yes, I you have that stuff, but it's still like the purpose that gave people, like the way, like one of the people, I forget their name, but one of the people talked about how there will be young kids, and when I say kids, I mean anywhere from like 16 to early 20s. There will be young people who are living on the streets, who are starving. They come to the balls starving, but they were able to whether they stole it, made it, whatever the fuck, they were able to get them a fit together, come to the ball, and feel like a person for however long that shit lasted. And then, of course, they had to go back to their shitty life. But like, there's just something so beautiful in that. And I don't really have the words to fully describe how amazing I think that is. And that was a big thing about for me for watching Pose too. Like the whole idea of a mother in a house like that. I was like, this is fucking amazing. Like, this is beautiful.
It's
seeing
iconic.
that people, seeing someone who is already going through shit saying, I see you, or either I see you're going through shit too. You're younger than me. You may or may not be worse off than me. You've been abandoned. I'm going to help you. Like, I'm going to love you. One person was saying how my biological mom doesn't give me presents on my birthday, but every year my mother gives me presents on my birthday. She let me into the house. She fed me. She clothed me. She helped me get a job. She let me stay there until I was able to hold myself down. Like, the only word I have for it is beautiful. Like, that is just so fucking amazing and so beautiful. And it is a really nice reminder to know that humanity can still be that kind of thing for someone. Like, it can still be good. And it's not all Donald Trump and Elon Musk and fucking Israel. It's not all a bunch of monsters.
So in the documentary, we follow a few different houses. It's not that many, and a few different houses and a few individual people that aren't a part of houses. So we have the House of LaBeija, the House of Saint Laurent, the House of Extravaganza, and the House of Pendavis. I think those are the only ones that I remember. I don't know if I'm missing any, but those are like the four that I remember. And then we also have Dorian Corey, which she narrates I would say majority of the documentary. And one, she's fucking hilarious, and two, she gives a lot of insight on how the community works as a whole and like how the different parts of ballroom works. So like she goes into how houses work and how they're not only like a place to live, but it's also building community. Like, these people aren't related in any way, shape, or form, but sometimes they're not related in any way, shape, or form, but it's still that found family that brings them all together. And then she goes through the categories of the ball, which it could be a bunch of different things: femme queen vogue, butch queen realness, now it's called old, the old way, voguing the old way, shit like that. And you walk the runway or you do your little Vogue number, and then you get trophies based on how good or how bad you do. And you're graded on a scale from 1 to 10 from a panel of judges. So if you've ever seen like a game show with a panel of judges that give Dancing with the Stars. If you've ever seen Dancing with the Stars, is basically like that panel of judges where they hold up a 1 or a 5 or a 10. And then that's how you make your trophies. And then she also goes into the nuances of the queer community or the ballroom community. One specifically that I love, and I know everybody else brings this up when they talk about Paris is Burning, but it's the reading and shade section, which
that shit was hilarious.
live for. It was so funny.
I could never.
Shade comes from reading. So reading came first. I was like, period.
She was like, if we both black, we can't just say you black bitch. Like, we gotta say something else.
Yeah, you gotta do something different. Be original.
We gotta call out your busted teeth. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. You can't just call me black.
And unfortunately, like, this is their everyday life. So they talk about a lot of their trials and tribulations that they have to go through as queer people, as transgender people, in a very sometimes nonchalant way.
Not
but
sometimes, like pretty much all the time. It's very much like, it's just a fact of life.
Yeah, it's just a fact of life. And that's such a terrible way to live. Like, and some people even me, I talk about my experiences as like a young gay person that went to a Catholic school in such a nonchalant way. And when I tell people these stories, they're like, that wasn't okay. And I'm like, it's just the life that I lived. I mean, it just is what it is. Or like when we talk about the Black experience, about us getting beat or whatever the fuck. And, And the white therapist gasps, and they're like, "Are you okay? Do you need a second? Do you need a tissue?" And I'm like, "No, bitch, I'm fine." Like, this is just the shit that they go through on a daily basis and still go through today on a daily fucking basis. And now that begs the question, like, all these movements that we're doing, all this like fighting that we're doing, and we're regressing. So what was the fucking point?
I wouldn't.
And then that goes to another question of, do we have to start killing bitches? Obviously, I'm going to cut that. But
I wouldn't say what was the point. I think I get why you would go that way, and sometimes I go that way too. Like, for example, people love to post pictures of like they fucking grandma marching in a fucking protest for women's rights, or her little sign. Then they'll post a picture of their grandma 50 years ago marching in a protest for women's rights. And they be like, "Oh, this is so inspiring." And I look at that shit and I just get sick to my fucking stomach, because I'm like, if I was her, I'd be fucking tired. How many times do I have to fucking do this? I've been doing this for years. Even if these are only 2 protests I've gone to my entire life. Why am I protesting again? The same shit I was protesting when I was fucking 20. I'm 80 years old. I think I said 50-year-old grandmother. I don't think most people aren't 50-year-old grandmothers. But like, so in that sense, I do get the hopelessness, the what was the fucking point, the are we ever going to get past this? But also, I don't think you could have made Pose, and granted, this is a very small thing, but I don't think you could have made Pose. What is this, 1980s? It's 80s or 90s. I keep wanting to say 80s. It was made in 1990.
It's 80s.
It was made in 1990, about the 1980s. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you could have made this show in the 1980s or in the 1990s. I don't think we could have had people like India Moore, Dominique Jackson, Billy Porter, take them or leave them, MJ Rodriguez. Like, I don't think we could have had these pivotal people in the roles that they currently hold today in the 1980s and 90s.
That's a good point, but and yeah, it's like, yeah, we couldn't have had these things, and there have been very big strides in the representation that we're getting, but that's all it is. It's representation in media. Like, we're seeing ourselves in media now, where it be like the runway or on television or on the big screen or in award shows. That's all representation that we're getting, but we're not getting the important representation, which is in Congress, in our legislation, like nowhere else. And I feel like, well, now especially, like, it's just all this work that was done by like our elders and people our age and stuff like that, like all the marching that us as a community has done, and all this shit is getting taken down by 2 white men with a gigantic ego but a tiny fucking dick. I don't understand.
I can't say you're wrong. I can't say you're wrong. I'm just working on my doomerism, so I'm trying. But you're not wrong, you know. But at the same time, okay. Seeing, if I was a young trans child and I saw Zaya Wade, knowing that she is trans on a cover of a magazine, like, I can't explain to you in words what that would do for me. Grant, maybe I shouldn't say that because I'm not a trans person. What should I say?
Who was the first Black person you saw on your TV screen?
I couldn't tell you off rip. I wanted to say Raven Simone, but that's probably wrong. So I couldn't
Mine
actually
might have been Raven.
Mine definitely. I know it wasn't Raven Simone, like, but that's the first person I thought of.
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
but you see people there. I think it's like, I understand what you're saying. Like, it's important for these people to be where they are because it inspires the next generation of like trans actors or trans musicians, trans models, stuff like that. It inspires another generation to work hard because they're seeing themselves in this media. So it's good that they are. It's just, I'm saying the important shit.
Nigga, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm not stupid. What? Damn.
Okay.
Like you don't repeat your shit. I understand your point, bitch.
You also repeated your shit.
I didn't repeat my shit though. I didn't. I just gave you another fucking example. I understand your point in the terms of we're not getting shit where it matters. But I'm saying I do think this matters. But there are definitely things that matter more, such like shit in Congress. I do think a trans woman was recently inducted into Congress. I could be wrong. That could be in a different, maybe that's in another country, but I really feel like it was. But that happened. But like, don't quote me on that because I feel like it was a trans white woman, but don't even quote me on that because I don't know anything about her or her politics. But so we are all under attack. Trans people right now, especially trans women, but trans people heavily right now are under attack. And I don't want to say anything that takes away from the seriousness of that and the gravity of that.
Sarah McBride.
Oh, is she white?
Yes.
And what state is she for?
She's Democrat.
Period, Sarah. You can't say obviously Caitlyn Jenner is conservative as fuck.
I was about to say, but I was literally just about to say that Delaware. She's for Delaware.
Yes, Delaware. Snaps for Delaware, guys. Snaps for Delaware. Yeah. Period. Progressive. We love it.
Yeah. But that's the one example because in the article that I looked up, it says she's the first. Yeah,
she was the first,
which is great. Yeah, she is the first.
But I genuinely do believe we shouldn't have first in 2025. How the fuck is it 2025?
Right, that's what I'm saying. First?
So like, I am with you. I was
just about to say it's so crazy that we're getting like firsts and seconds and thirds and different things, and it's 2024, and we've had these things. It's like established in 2025.
There you go.
I keep forgetting. And it's like these award ceremonies and like these things were established since either the birth of this fucking nation or like 1930. So we had all this time and white people are still fucking up this country. So I just don't understand at this point.
Like, yes, I'm right there with you because every time I see that shit, the first black person to do this, the first gay person to do this, the first this to do that, the first woman to do that, my first thought is, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
But I'm trying so hard to stop with all the doomerism because that is what these bitches want. They want us to think about doom and gloom, and then we just burrow ourselves into a hole and we cry and we die. But at the same time, we can't act like it ain't doom and gloom because, granted, this didn't only happen to Hunter Schafer. But the only reason I know it's happening actively, I assumed it would happen, but the only reason I know it's currently happening is because Hunter Schafer's video was elevated in a way that no one else's was, which that's a tidbit we could talk about. But the whole, what was I saying?
You're trying to say just end doomerism.
Oh, yes. But like we shouldn't be doomerists or whatever the fuck. I made a new word, bitch. We shouldn't be doomerists. But also we can't stay happy-go-lucky and say shit's all sunshine and rainbows and roses because Hunter Schafer has an M on her fucking passport, but she's a fucking woman. Which, that's another thing I will never understand about conservatives or specifically anti-transphobic people. And I think it is a perfect example of why this type of thinking is the slipperiest fucking slope to ever slippery fucking slope, because I wouldn't have clocked anyone in this documentary that said they were trans or Hunter Schafer or anyone in fucking Pose that was trans. I wouldn't have done that. I'd be like, okay, it's a woman standing in front of me, you know. I wouldn't have thought anything else.
Just final thoughts on Paris is Burning before we move on to Pose. I loved it. It was amazing. I give it a 10 out of 10. No notes.
Why don't you low-rent, bad hand-job-giving hookers run back to the pair where you belong with the rest of the city vermin?
Pose 2018 is an American drama television series about New York City's ball culture, an LGBTQ subculture in the African American and Latino communities throughout the 1980s and 1990s. Featured characters are dancers and models who compete for trophies and recognition in this underground culture and whom support one another in a network of chosen families known as houses. And then, as we said earlier, this directly connects to the documentary Paris is Burning, because a lot of, you can pretty much verbatim, Deshaun did this, so I'm just going to read it off, but you can pretty much match a character from Pose to an actual person from Paris is Burning and like see the inspiration that they got from that. So Pray Tell, played by Billy Porter, can be connected to the person. I keep wanting to say character. Junior La Beja. Totally said that shit wrong.
It's LaBeija.
Oh!
That's LaBeija, girl.
Oh!
House of LaBeija.
Oh!
Yeah. There you go. There you go. It's
Pray
okay.
Tell could be Junior LaBeija. I wonder if Junior was doing the weird shit Pray was doing. But anyways.
No, Junior wasn't doing that weird fucking shit. Actually,
Junior didn't get that.
While we're on Junior's, in the video, I should say, I got most of these, like, I knew what the connections were, but I just want to remind myself. And Princess Amani on YouTube did an amazing video on, like, the connections. And honestly, I think you should watch it. But she did fucking amazing work. And in the video, she said that Junior LaBeija, still alive, mind you, Junior LaBeija actually commented on the fact that he wasn't introduced as a cameo in Pose, because in Pose there are a lot of like ballroom legends as like that are cameoed in it. Like I know you probably don't see him, but Junior is like, why wasn't I like bought in as a cameo? Like Laomi was bought in, Deshaun was bought in, like a bunch of like LaBeija girls were bought in, but I wasn't bought in. That don't make no fucking sense. People from
House of LaBeija were bought in, but not Junior?
Yes.
Oh, that's shady as fuck.
That's shady boots. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, that's
I didn't mean to cut you off, but that was
you good.
That was just a crazy fact that I found out when I was researching all this.
Oh, that's fucked up. But
yeah,
Blanca Evangelista, played by MJ Rodriguez, you could connect her to Angie Extravaganza or Avis. Is it Pendavis? House of Pendavis?
Pendavis.
Fuck. Angel, played by India Moore. Oh my god, I fucking love her.
Love her. She's gorgeous.
So my gorgeous. Octavia St. Laurent and Tracy Africa Norman. Which one?
Now, were you gonna ask which one was in the documentary?
No.
No, what were you gonna ask?
I was gonna say, who is the girl that wanted to be the model?
Well, that was Venus, but Octavia St. Laurent also wants to be the model.
No, okay, yeah, okay. Octavia's so fucking beautiful. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she was gorgeous in the.
You know?
But
she should have.
I think she might have been pictured in a few things, but I don't know if she became like, because I know she died.
Oh.
Yeah, she died too. A lot of these people died because of the AIDS epidemic.
God.
But Tracy Africa Norman, she wasn't in the documentary.
Okay, because I didn't remember that name, but I wasn't gonna say nothing.
No, that wasn't a house or anything. She was just she was one of the first transgender women, Black transgender women, to be bought up as a model. Like she was able to get pictures in Vogue and like all this shit, but people didn't know that she was trans. So she went in secret, and then people found out that she was trans, and she was completely ousted by the modeling community.
No, that happened to
But she still has like all these pictures and like she's doing fine. I think she's still alive. But she's pulls out all these pictures and everything.
I've seen her before.
Yeah, like I think she's getting her flowers now, obviously, but back then they completely threw her out of the game, and it fucking sucks.
That's something. Okay, let me finish the characters so then I can say this. We have Damon, Willie Ninja connected to Electra. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck. Damon David Evangelista, played by Ryan Jamal Swain. Electra Abundance / Evangelista / Wintour, played by Dominique Jackson. Dominique Jackson.
There you go.
Bitch, you can't reach to your life, so shut the fuck up. We
You're
can
right.
connect. Crystal LaBeija and Doran Corey. Oh, I love Doran. Oh, I love her. Is she alive?
She was so fucking funny.
Is she alive?
Oh, Doran?
Yeah.
Actually, I think she might have died too.
Kill myself. Candy, played by Ferocity, played by Angelica Ross, who was done so dirty. We'll talk about it. Can be connected to the woman Venus Extravaganza. They both have not very similar things. Candy had the exact same into her character's life as Venus Extravaganza. But something I wanted to say, I think Pose does this really well. And I was thinking about this the whole time while watching Paris is Burning. Is like you have these families, these moments, these beautiful moments, and then at the same time you have the AIDS epidemic happening. I'm not even going to pretend to know anything about it. Don't know a damn thing. And you know what? I should really change that. But knowing that that's happening at the same time to these people, like while they're smiling, while they're putting on these amazing outfits, or not amazing, depending on who the judge is. You know, it depends on you. While they're doing this, because let's be honest, like the first time Blanca walked, they said, "Bitch, with that shake and go wig." They said, "Bitch, you don't get your."
Pray ate her up. I'm sorry, he did.
Like,
oh
but he
my
also
God,
took her under his wing that night. Or was it Electra?
Bitch, fuck that. It was Electra.
Okay, Electra took her under her wing that night. She was like, "You look busted as fuck, but I'm gonna you want some pie.
I'm gonna make you into something beautiful." And she did. And she did.
So you have all of that happening while you also like finding joy when you have the government actively trying to kill you that's fucking insane. Like that is a genuine form of resistance, I guess you could say. I don't even know what to call it. Like that's insane to me. And it's crazy how people still don't know what the fuck to say about AIDS. Like a lot of straight people still don't know. Like people still genuinely believe if you only get it if you fucking gay. And granted, there are some stats I believe saying that a lot of straight women get it because their male partners are like DL or whatever. But like that doesn't necessarily. But that doesn't.
That
it's not like. It's not the gotcha that a lot of niggas think it is, because the
correlation does not equal causation.
Yes, there you go. Yes. You took a science class, bitch. You took a stats class, bitch.
Please.
But no.
But I think, well, maybe we should start taking notes from the 1980s and the 1990s, because I just feel like I'm sad about everything now. I should just be happy and
that's
going
not
out to party.
That's not all they did. They went to protest and they went to Congress and exactly. So take your ass up to Congress. Stop sitting on your ass.
If I take my ass to Congress, you know what the fuck I'm going to do? I'm going to go to jail, not for disorderly misconduct.
Disorderly misconduct. Disorderly conduct.
Whatever the fuck. I'm going to go to jail for fucking murder that night. Anyways, back to Pose. Pose has a lot of things that I love and that I hate about it.
A lot, but most of it hate?
Yes.
Like
pray tell, Billy Porter being one of them. Sometimes pray tell, to be honest, too.
I feel like pray tell. Okay, go ahead.
But I thoroughly enjoy watching it. I love season 1 and 2. One of my favorite episodes is the first episode had me hooked. When I tell you the first episode, the first 20 minutes had me fucking hooked, because it starts off with a heist, iconic, and then they go to the ball, they run it at the last minute and walk as a house in fucking royalty, in royal clothing that they stole from the fucking museum, and it was so fucking pussy. The queen is giving a ball. The queen is giving a ball. I loved every fucking second of it. It was so good. Best fucking television I've ever watched in my whole entire life. And I also hate Ryan Murphy. I just want to say that as well.
Ryan Murphy should burn in hell. This.
Yes, Ryan Murphy directed and wrote this shit.
Makes so much more sense with
That's why Evan Peters was in this shit,
makes
girl.
So much sense Oh,
did you not know, Ryan?
Free Evan Peters. Free him. Free
He has
Evan
him in lock
Peters.
and chain in a basement, and the only time he gets to come out is when he's filming American Horror Story, which is shit now.
They're still going?
Yes, they are still going. The last season they had, I'm pretty sure, a Kardashian on that bitch.
Oh, damn.
Like, no, I don't want to watch that shit. Ryan Murphy, you will be shot on sight for your transgressions against America.
You have to be stopped. But also, he's about to give me my first real throuple in Dr. Odyssey.
Don't do that.
What? What do you mean?
Ryan Murphy has to be stopped.
Do you even watch Dr. Odyssey? Like,
no, I don't.
It's the gay boat show.
No,
it's the gay boat show. Like, you can't.
I can't.
I can't. But
there's just a lot of things I love about this show. I'll just give it a rating off bat because, we don't have to stop talking about it. I'm just giving it a rating of like an 8.
I would give the show a 10, and I will also give the documentary a 10. I feel like you said something.
Oh, wow.
You rated the documentary earlier, and I forgot to rate it too.
You give the show a 10?
Yeah, because like I genuinely,
even with the 3rd season.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, I'll get a show a 9. Okay, I get a show 8.5.
There we go.
8.5 out of 10. This is my thing. That was a phenomenal entrance scene or opening scene.
Yes.
Because it really let me know how serious this shit was. Because I thought to myself,
absolutely,
y'all robbed a museum? A museum? And I don't think we ever see like the police. Wait, no, did they get arrested? Do they get arrested?
And then they get arrested at the end. The police walk in and Elektra goes,
she's like, cuff me, bitch.
Please. She said, cuff me, please, because this ain't fair.
She knew.
And she was dripping in her pearls like Coco Chanel. Come on.
Like, that I was like, okay, so this is real shit. Like, this is serious.
You
this
can't
is not a
touch
game.
My girl Elektra. Every season she had a read. Every season she had a specific read. That's not a joke. The first season she read Candy and Lulu down, rightfully so. And everybody saw how much that hooked all the other people that were watching this shit. And they did it every season. And all the reads are my favorite. They are literally the best reads I've ever heard in my life. And I truly believe that she did it off the top of her dome. What's her name again? Dominique. Yeah, Dominique didn't have a script for any of these reads. She just looked the actor or the actress up and down and said, "Oh, I got this. This is improv. I do this on a daily." And she ate every single one of them bitches up. It was so good. Actually, she had 2 in season 2.
What were they?
She did have 2 in season 2. So the first one was they were all on the boat. I think it was like a yacht or something. And they were eating dinner. And this white woman came up.
When they were in the country club?
Yes. Oh, the country club. There we go. Yeah.
I remember that one.
And the white woman comes up. She's like, "Let's not play dumb, ladies. I know what you are." And then she got up and read her down. I had the whole thing fucking memorized at one point. And I'm so sad I forgot it.
No, Elektra. But yeah, I don't know.
Elektra,
every time I say Elektra, I think of the DC character, the Marvel character. So I'm just like, that's not her name, but that is her name. She right up there with Papa Pope for me with her reads. Like, she would eat niggas up. Honestly, she would eat Papa Pope up. Papa Pope wouldn't know what to say to her.
But I wouldn't do all that.
No,
I think
she would.
I think Papa would eat.
No, it would be just like Olivia V of Viola when it was like, Olivia B. Annalise. Annalise won that shit, by the way. You bitches think otherwise. Fuck out
I don't
here.
know who thinks otherwise. Annalise ate her up.
Because every time they talk about it, they only show Olivia talking about that bus. I'm like, fuck you, Annalise ate your ass up. But no, I think it would be like that in the sense that, damn, they ooh, but at the end it's like, Elektra ate his ass up.
No, Papa's gonna eat him up. Oh, sorry, eat her up.
No, Electra's gonna eat Papa up. I'm sorry. And I'm a Papa Pope stand down. But Elektra go eat him up.
Papa Pope was right
He gonna be
about
shaking
every
and shit, and
single
she gonna be like, "Why
fucking
the
thing.
fuck you doing all that? You
We
got
should do
Tourette's,
Scandal
bitch?"
next episode. Even though you didn't watch the last
Yeah, I
season.
won't watch the last season. We can do it. I'll shit on old Lits for 2 hours.
Period.
But
what else do you have to say about those? Because I want to move on to like the shit that I have a problem with, honestly.
I think, okay, in terms of what I love that we actually see progression of characters. Like I feel like a lot of shows nowadays are forgetting that shit. We actually see these characters change and become better people or worse, depending on who you're talking about. There were some decisions that were made that shouldn't have in high. I was there for in the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna just lay it out there.
Is it the? Yep. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The elders in this in seasons 1 through 3, or in the show, I guess, are Pray Tell, Blanca, and Electra. And the babies, the youths, are Angel, Damon, Candy, and Lulu. Kind of start off as like babies, but then eventually they grow up. I guess grow up, you could say. Rick,
they still, I would say they
come
still,
in
like,
and out of being babies.
Children.
Like sometimes they handle their business, and other times it's like, okay, you're a child.
That's fair. That's
like,
fair. Okay.
So the children are Angel, Poppy, Ricky, and Damon. All of these, Angel, Damon, and Poppy. Okay, Angel and Damon from Jump were Blanca's kids, but Ricky eventually joined. But then like Ricky was kind of her kid, but like Ricky also was just like bouncing around. And then Poppy eventually joined, and like Poppy, that was her son. That was her boy. At one point, when Ricky was bouncing around, Ricky ended up with Pray Tell. And this Pray Tell was going through a lot. Pray Tell was diagnosed with AIDS. Not AIDS, HIV. And, you know, that will rock a person. You know, I would assume that would rock someone. You know, and he was drinking. He was drinking heavily because, you know, it's a lot. And he ended up having sexual relations, you know, with Damon of House Evangelista, though I don't know if he would be considered of House Evangelista at the time because he wasn't staying with him. And, you know, the world wasn't here for it. The world was not here for that plot line.
But you know, honestly, I'm happy that plot line happened because you know what it gave us. Oh my God, fine. I wanted to introduce it.
In the beginning, I liked it. I was like, oh, cute. But then I grow up, you know, and I acknowledged that this was bad. This was a very bad thing that they did.
These people are of age, mind you. They are like, but it's still weird because Ricky at this point, I think it's like, it's the power imbalance.
Ricky also was recently diagnosed.
23. Oh yeah, they're both diagnosed, so they connect on that point.
But like Ricky was like Prey had been diagnosed longer, and Ricky had like just been diagnosed.
So instead, and this is my problem with Pray Tell on this point, instead of being like, he was there for Ricky, but he wasn't guiding Ricky. And like, I know Ricky made the move first, but he should have shut that shit down immediately.
I don't like that they did that.
He shut it down. He shut it down once, and then he thought about it, and he did it anyway.
I think they were trying to make it okay because Ricky initiated it. And there is actually a thought process in the world today that, granted, Ricky wasn't a child, but that children can initiate. Oh, excuse me. Someone with less power in the relationship cannot initiate with you if you have more power in the relationship, in my opinion, in terms of that relationship.
No.
Like, and if they try to, you as a person with more power should be like, oh, immediately no, immediately no, immediately no, immediately no. Because no matter how you slice that pie, that power imbalance will affect the relationship. And it may not look like you outright abusing bitches, but it could look like them, the person with less power in the situation, i.e. Ricky, not looking at the situation the way they should be and the way others are when they're clocking that this shit is weird, because they see you in this pedestal, they put you on this pedestal, they see you as this a different kind of figure because of the power you have in the situation. So I feel like they tried to bypass that by having Ricky initiate, and it's like, no, you can't bypass that. Actually, you made it worse. And it's like that was weird as fuck. Honestly, everything they did with Prey at the end was weird as fuck, because they also had him go back to his hometown.
Please
and
don't.
beg
Oh God, I forgot about those.
priest man, some pastor man with a wife and 3 kids
to
be with him, because
He said,
they used to be
"Leave
gay
your
when they was
family."
younger. And that nigga said, I can't do it. And he was like, actually, Prey, I'm coming with you on the bus tonight. And Prey's dumb ass waited for that nigga at the bus stop. And did he show? Plot twist, no, he didn't. Because why the fuck would he show? He could be bi, he could be gay. I don't fucking know. I just know he has a wife and 3 kids whom he loves. I don't know if he in love with that woman, but he has a wife and 3 kids. And I'm pretty sure she knew who her husband was, let's be honest.
Yeah, they usually do.
But you can't, and I remember, I'm ranting now, so I'm gonna let you go after this. I remember in 911, I don't know if any of y'all watched the show, but one of the main characters, Buck, came out as as bisexual, I'm sorry, as bi, right? And so he's dating his gay man. And we find out that the gay man once was engaged to Buck's ex, who is a woman. But he said at the time he hadn't reconciled his gayness. I don't even know if either he didn't know he was gay or he hadn't accepted it. He didn't reconcile it. So he was about to marry this woman. And then he was like, I'm gay as hell. He left her in the dust. And she was distraught because the man she thought she was going to spend the rest of her life with just bailed on her. And her mama had Alzheimer's. She was going through a lot, my poor Abby. And when Buck finds this out, he's not liking that. And he goes to talk to the only other gay man that he knows. And that's his, somebody who works at the dispatch office. And he's like, isn't this fucked up? And bro's like, you came out in a post-Glee world. You had gay niggas to look up to. But for those of us that came out in a pre-Glee world, we ain't have gay niggas to look up to. So don't judge the pre-Gleers. And I was like, at first I was like, oh, you ate. And then I thought about it for 5 seconds. I was like, wait, that doesn't justify what he did to Abby? What he did to Abby was actually fucking sick. In the same way that what that pastor was going to do to that woman was fucking sick. Like, the whole idea of because I just feel like you don't have to marry a woman. I could be wrong. But I just don't think you have to. And you definitely don't have to have kids with her. Again, I could be wrong. But I don't think you have to do that. I'm so sorry. Just be alone. I'm so sorry. Like, it sounds mean because everybody deserves companionship unless you're like a fucking pedophile or some shit. But like, it sounds mean as hell. But like, if you can't live in your truth for whatever reason, don't bring somebody else into that shitty ass lie with you. Especially if you go up and leave them in 20 years. Now, granted, niggas don't know they go up and leave in 20 years, but they up and leave in 20 years. And now you have kids and this whole other woman whose life have been destroyed, uprooted, whatever the fuck. Because you decided, oh, just look at Cal Jacobs. Like, he ruined his kids' lives. He ruined Martha's life. Martha was a fox when she was a kid. When she was a teenager.
May I go, Maya, please?
But yes, just don't do that, y'all. It's terrible. Go ahead.
Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes ain't even that long. Our friendship needs to end. Go ahead.
No, our friendship does not need to end.
Does.
I'm just, bitch, you're mean. You're so mean.
I'm literally so nice. I take your bullshit. Like, tell me to shut up. Go ahead.
Eat my pussy.
Oh,
anyways,
you don't got one. That's crazy.
One of the best, eat my pussy.
One
of the best.
What if I threw up right now?
One of the best things to come out of the Ricky and Pray Tell storyline was the David read at the dinner table. David was sick. He was sick of everybody's shit, and he couldn't take it no more. He had a crack fiend on the side of him trying to throw
it wasn't crack. It was no. My girl ain't do that shit.
He had a coke feed on the side, trying to throw shade.
My sweet angel.
And he was like, "Oh, we could go bar for bar right now, ho." He said, "That's not a natural goal. Those are cocaine sweats."
And Blanca sitting over here acting confused. What is he talking about? And everybody's like, and David's like, "Mom, we all see it. This bitch is a drug addict."
Like, do you not see her eyes? Hello?
She's off.
And then,
it is so obvious that she's off the drugs.
and then everybody decides to be like, "David, calm down," and pray for whatever reason, open his fucking mouth. And Damon was like, "I know you don't want to be talking right now because I know all of your dirty laundry. You want to tell everyone what you've been doing with Ricky? You want to tell everyone how you knew about Ricky's status?" I didn't tell anyone because it was not my business, baby, because it wasn't all business, because y'all was fucking.
His face, I can see his face in my mind when he's mad at.
The face crack on everybody was insane.
And mind you,
Electra almost spilled her.
Yes, because she was going to get another drink, and she said, "Oh."
Electra almost spilled her drink. Lulu,
look at her.
Blanca looking at Prey. Like, oh my God, it was so funny. That was one of the best scenes in fucking Pose. It lives in my head. We watched it together, Maya.
Yes,
do you remember?
I was actually in my grandmother's room when I remember, like, I think I would be 9 years old, and I remember being in her room and queuing up that scene on like on demand or some shit. I don't know, so I could watch it. Like I remember vividly.
It was so Maya. Being there with you was so good. It was literally perfect. Oh my God.
I was so shocked. I was like, what the fuck?
We should do that Dirty House of the Dragon.
Oh my God. Okay, watch party.
That would be so fun. So those are the goods, or like what we deem as the goods. There's a lot more, like there's a bunch of cameos, except for Junior. There are a bunch of cameos of the legends of the past, and the present, honestly. It gave light to a new generation of people who know about ballroom and want to dive a little deeper into ballroom culture. And it's just great. It's great queer representation. Every single trans person that is on that show, even the background people and the side characters, are all trans and queer. So Ryan Murphy, you did your big one on that one. That's every single person in the cast, queer, trans, gay, anything. Ryan Murphy, you did your big one on that one. Because bitches are always talking about there's not enough trans actors or actresses out there. There's not enough queer representation for us to hire. There's not enough black queer representation for us to hire. Bitch, you're lying, because how did a white man do it before you?
White man did it in 1 week.
Took me 3 years. White man did it in 1 week. Did it in 1 week. Like, exactly. That's how I feel. But because Ryan Murphy wrote it, there are a few bad things, and by a few I mean a decent amount. Yeah. One of the biggest things I noticed from jump was the colorism.
Yeah,
it was pretty bad.
I did not clock it until Candy's murder, but it was bad, y'all. Like this, Candy was always a background character. Candy and Lulu have always been background characters, but they still had their own storylines to a certain extent. But so, you know, we know them. We're familiar with them. They know the characters really well. They have good interactions with everybody. And like, sometimes they were the villains and sometimes they were just, you know, the little cousins. But they decided to murder Candy off screen. And when I say off screen, I'm not saying I wanted to see her murdered, but I'm saying we just wake up on the next episode and the bitch is dead. She's been brutally murdered in a hotel room. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, shit gave me whiplash. Like, what do you mean? And I do think they gave her a beautiful send-off episode. I have to say that. I do think it was beautiful. But I just think it was so fucked up to just be like, oh yeah, by the way, she's dead. Like, I've never seen that type of shit in my life.
It was kind of like a crazy jump, because just like a few episodes ago, people were reading her down. And this is when I noticed the colorism.
They never made up.
Yeah, no, they never did make up. But this is what I noticed, the colorism is that she was the only girl getting absolutely dragged on stage.
And she did say that.
She was like, I'm the only one getting like, Prey, you are only ragging on me. You don't rag on anybody else when they look like shit, but you make it a point to rag on me. And I'm like, damn, why did she kind of point it out? And I don't know if that was like Ryan Murphy's purpose, but there was a lot of other things. Like, I feel like almost most of the like darker characters had some sort of negative connotation with them. Like Elektra was supposed to be the villain of the story in the first season, technically, and Ricky was like
promiscuous
Damon's
as fuck for no reason.
Like Ricky was like Damon's antithesis. Like
and then they gave him AIDS.
Was in the streets,
I mean, fuck,
right?
HIV.
And then they killed him off. They gave basically every darker colored person AIDS like, in the fucking show.
They didn't kill Ricky. No, Prey died.
Prey died. Yeah, sorry.
I don't think Ricky died, but no, I do think there is something especially sinister and like there's a way to do it tastefully. Because are there gay people that are hypersexual? Yes. Are there gay people that are hypersexual for the wrong? You're fine. For the wrong reasons. Like, and when I say the wrong reasons, I don't want to say trauma response, but for lack of a better word, a trauma response. Yes. So you could talk about that. But Ryan wasn't trying to talk about that. Ryan just said this nigga likes to fuck. He put him and Damon together. And he just couldn't be faithful to save his life because he just loved to fuck so much, you know. And next thing you know, he's fucking one of the elders, which wasn't his fault. Like it was just a terrible situation. And then, boom, HIV, and it's like, well, we done told you to stop fucking, so now you got HIV. It feels like that movie that Tyler Perry made when Jordan Sparks. Was it Jordan Sparks? It wasn't Jordan Sparks. It was old girl from that TV show that I can't think of right now. Jussie Smollett's sister, Journey Smollett. When he gave Journey Smollett he gave her AIDS, I think. No, fuck. When he gave AIDS. He gave her AIDS, not HIV.
AIDS.
Okay, when he gave Journey Smollett, Jesus Christ. When he gave her AIDS because she cheated on her husband, he gave her AIDS and he put her in a domestic violence situation and made her a drug addict. Like, it just feels like you are punishing people. And I didn't like that with Ricky. I didn't like that they did that to Ricky, and Ryan's going to hell for that. And you could argue that the lighter people, sin minus, I think sin's another word without, minus Elektra, ended up in significantly better situations than the darker skin characters. And also you could even argue to a certain extent, Elektra's situation was shitty because I do think she enjoyed being a dominatrix, but that, like, there's nothing wrong with being a dominatrix. But when you have a history of putting your darker skinned characters in the badder situations or the more negative situations, it's like, why does she got to be down here whipping white boys?
Someone.
She did kill somebody.
Yeah, she does kill someone. So,
and we only see her with white men. I think she was with Elliot Stabler for a hot minute, and I was like, "What the fuck?" She's
with a black man at the end.
I thought that was Blanca.
No, she bought a black man. Remember?
I don't remember that. Ignore me. She
literally bought him.
Oh damn! Ignore me.
Yeah. So I think the only I think to move on to like season 3, since we're kind of talking about the end a little bit, it was a very weird finale season. I didn't like the pacing of it that much, but I did like how everyone's stories ended, especially Prey Tell's. And I think, sorry,
because Prey Tell died, y'all.
Yes,
that was kind of fucked.
And I think the reason is because Damon wasn't in as much of season 3 as everyone else.
Yeah,
and that's because, and it's for like a.
It was like unavoidable. Like it wasn't some shady writing.
Yeah, the actor's sister died, so he was dealing with the funeral arrangements and all that stuff. So obviously he couldn't be there for shooting. But I think Damon would have, if this didn't happen, Damon would have gotten an amazing ending, and I probably would have made me cry. But unfortunately, instead of Damon's ending, we got Prey Tell's ending, which was him going back to his hometown to meet his ex fuck buddy. So,
and I also think they only killed Prey for shock factor, because
I feel like they were leading towards Blanca's death more than Prey Tell's.
Because the first episode, obviously we told you where we start, but we learned that Blanca has HIV. Then she's dealing with it throughout the whole show. It waxes and wanes. It gets worse and it gets better, with medication, and sometimes the medication stops working. But and again, this is something, it's like, this does happen to people. Like, they literally fast tracked, like Prey got that shit. Episode 1 was dead. Episode 8, that's not exact, but like, they fast tracked that nigga dying. And you could say this happened to people. It happened. Its bodies are different. But when you have a history of treating the darker characters like shit, it's like, So I genuinely believe they only killed him for shock factor, because they literally set up Blanca dying from episode 1. Like, we have been ready to lose her the entire show.
And when I tell you, I would have sobbed. I would have been a wreck for weeks if Blanca died.
I was a wreck when Prey died, not for weeks. Hell, I move on from shit. But I was like, fuck. Oh my, like, I literally remember calling you crying, because I was not prepared for him to die.
Yeah.
And then he fucking died. I was like, I was prepared for Blanca. I could have done Blanca, but then fucking Prey died. And so after he begged that married pastor husband, father man to run away with him.
I don't know why.
I'm like,
I don't know.
And Prey is smarter than that. By the way, y'all, we're also sponsored by the Girl Scout mission, specifically Thin Mints.
Wow.
The superior Girl Scout cookie. My mommy got me some for Valentine's Day.
Oh, cute. But yeah, that's kind of what I don't love about season 3. Is that it just was kind of all over the place a little bit. I am happy that Poppy and Angel get yeah,
they get married.
Poppy and Angel get married at the end, and that made me so happy. I love the little wedding,
and Poppy has a little son somehow.
Did he sing?
I don't remember.
Did he sing to her?
I don't remember.
Yes, he sung to her.
Of course he did. He's such a romantic.
Yeah, it was like a full thing. Oh my god! Ryan snuck a little musical episode in there. God damn it! He always did a musical episode. I forgot.
I think. Oh my god! Prey did. Was it? What do you remember the walk that Prey did? Like, what category that was? I want to say it was femme, but I could be. It might have been something else.
It was Butch Queen and Drag.
Oh, okay. I was so wrong. My bad. I really, that might be my favorite Prey Tell scene. Like, granted, I don't think he was a shitty lip singer, but I thought
when Diana Ross was playing "I'm Every Woman."
Yes.
I'm every woman.
But like, that was such a beautiful scene, and Ricky was encouraging him to do that, because Ricky's like, there is. What did you say the title was again?
I'm Every Woman?
No,
or
the category.
Oh, sorry. Butch Queen and Drag.
Well, I guess Ricky, like, was Ricky saying there's a queen inside? He kept saying some shit. Like, there's a part of you.
There's a queen inside everyone.
Yes. Like, there's a part of you that you do not share with the rest of the community, and it's beautiful, and I think you should. And then Prey walked, and it was fucking amazing, and he looked great. But what I was gonna say is, I love, because Ryan, blah, 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 blah. Angel only had 2 love interests, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ryan started the show
Poppy and Evan Peters.
with Evan Peters, who was cheating on his wife, who's a very well-known white woman actress. Can't think of her name. He was cheating on his wife with Angel. But the only reason he wanted to be with Angel is because she was trans. And like Angel didn't like having a penis. I'm pretty sure she wanted to get it removed for one. She hated it. But Evan Peters fucking loved it. And it really just made the relationship like fetishy. Like it was really fucked up. But that was all season 1. And my girl went through the ringer with that shit. And so to have her going from that bullshit, even his wife confronted her, and I was like, please fuck off. Have her going from that bullshit to Poppy.
Oh my God,
when I tell you he's fine as hell, he can get it. Poppy actor, what's your name? Angel.
What's your name? What's your sign?
If you listening to this, let me know. Just let me know. When and where. You tell me when and where, and I promise you I'll show up. I'll book a ticket if I need
to. Push that bitch out the way and take control.
Shut the fuck up.
Because you know where home is.
Not you one of them bitches. As long as you come home at night. Like, that's crazy. That's so embarrassing.
He knows where home is.
That is so embarrassing for you. But, y'all, he loved her bad. Like, he loved her down. And it was in the most beautiful way possible. It was soft and it was romantic and it was loving and it was open and loud. Like he let all these bitches know that's my girl and I fucking love her, y'all. I'm the luckiest motherfucker on this planet to have her. And he even stuck by her through the coke shit.
And was it just me or was he low-key kind of ugly in season 1?
Let me look him up. Oh, yeah, he had more hair, but no, he's been fine the whole time. He's been fine the whole time. Y'all gonna go make me watch watch a little video of them after this. Like, India Moore, finest. Talk about 2 fine bitches ended up together. India Moore, fine as hell. Poppy or Angel, whatever his name is. Finest, like just 2 fine motherfuckers. One thing I will say, y'all, and maybe this could totally be normal in ballroom culture, because like, you're not blood related. But I remember thinking, oh my God, Blanca, why are all your kids fucking each other?
Why are your children dating?
How both of y'all call her mama like unironic? Like what is going on?
Like mother. Like, no.
And no one ever said anything. I don't remember anyone ever
like
saying
Damon
like,
Deadass used to call her mom.
Like, oh, did we say that Damon and Ricky were fucking? Y'all, Damon and Ricky were fucking. And
Damon and Ricky were fucking in the first season.
They were fucking. At some point, I think the only thing she said to them was just to be safe about it. And I'm just like, girl, they fucking under your roof. And then
like they live like you don't. This isn't a house. This is a whorehouse.
Like it's like obviously not blood related. It's not incest, but also like, why are all your kids fucking one another? Like, how does this keep happening?
It's emotional incest. How do you do this?
Because they didn't start off like, it's not like they came into the house. It's not like they were fucking and then they all just happened to end up at her house. These bitches didn't know each other from strangers. Well, Angel and Blanca did, because they were in the same house once and then they left that house because Electra was the villain at the time. And that's one thing I will say. I know I say they progressed a lot of characters. I felt like that when it comes to Electra, Candy, and Lulu, they didn't know if they wanted them to be the villain or like the happy side characters at some points. And it's like, what are y'all doing?
I think they did Electra's story absolutely wonderful.
Like, but
Electra's
like she would progress, and then like 3 episodes later, she's the villain again. It's like, which is it?
Right. Like, that's why I put her 3 names, because the bitch she was a house hopping whore.
She was. She started Abundance, but then when the bitches in Abundance revolted, she went to Evangelista and she said, I'm gonna walk against you bitches with House of Evangelista. And I don't know what happened. And then she said, bitch, I'm back with House. She said, Wintour is coming. And I said, yes,
and
bitch.
All of the bitches were pussy down. They were so cunty.
They look great. But
what else do I want to say about Pose? I think I'm done. It was a good time while it was on. But I'm glad it ended at 3 seasons.
Yeah, I don't think Ryan could have done more. Like, not that the story couldn't have done more, I don't think Ryan himself could have done more. You said earlier that you think they would have done something really beautiful with Damon. I just want to say I 100% agree with that, because another thing we start the show with is Damon. Like, we follow Damon. Like, we follow two characters primarily, Damon and Blanca. And everyone brought so much beauty to their own characters, their acting skills, their mannerisms. Though, I'm gonna be honest with you, Dominique, it was a little rough in the beginning, but you found your way, girl. You found your way. And that's all that matters. It's the fucking truth. It's the fucking truth. She found her way.
No, it's not.
Okay, you gonna tell me her shit wasn't choppy in the beginning? Her line delivery was shit from the butt in the beginning.
I have no idea what she's talking about. Shit from the butt.
The only thing she could do in the beginning of that show was read a bitch. She never fucked up her reads. But her line delivery in general was shit from the butt.
It was.
But then she got better, and I was yes, girl. Did I tell y'all she was fucking Elliot Stabler for a hot minute in season 1? I was like, what the fuck? It was crazy.
And I was jealous.
I was like,
I was so jealous.
Fat ass. Ass fat.
I was so jealous. It was. Oh my God, it was.
You could sit a fucking teacup on that bitch. I don't want to do that. Okay. But yeah, final thoughts. Beautiful show. It did have its issues. We said colorism being one of them. It wasn't inappropriate relationships being another one. And back to colorism being another one, because it's like, why did you do that to primarily your darker skin characters? But other than that, I do think this was a really beautiful show. And I don't know what most of these actors are doing now, honestly. Like, I don't know if this show platformed them, but I hope it did.
MJ just came out with a new album.
Oh, she does sing. That's true.
Yeah, she sings. India Moore is still acting. So is Candy. They were in something last year.
Candy was in AHS.
I haven't seen a lot of Poppy. And I haven't seen a lot of Damon or Ricky. And I'll get into Miss Billy later.
I'd do anything for India Moore.
Anything.
Yeah.
But it's time to move on to our shade session. Go first, because it looks like you have more, and I kind of want to tag. Actually, no, I'll go first so I can tag in.
Fuck you.
I'll go first so I can tag in. So, because mine's honestly not that long. So as I was doing my little research for this episode or whatever, and looking up shit about Pose and like trying to find pictures for the poster that we're gonna post, a memory like appeared in my head, and it was of I want to say it was like 2019 or 2020 Emmys, where Billy Porter won like best actor in a TV drama, or it was something. Fuck, I forgot what it was. I'm about
to look it up.
But please do look it up. But men and women were in this category, like, or they could be nominated for this category.
It was a Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. That makes my read even better. So I remember when he won that, and he got up on that stage, and he already knew what bitches were thinking, which was two things, at least what I was thinking. One was, if this is a lead category for like leads in the show, why are you nominated? Because you're a side character. And two, there are multiple women on this show that act 10 times better than you. And they weren't nominated. And that
you said they were, they weren't.
Were not.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, nominated. I just looked up the nominees.
Yeah, and that baffled my fucking mind. And you knew that people were going to say shit about this, because you went up on that stage and said, Trans people, wait your turn. Trans individuals, your day will come, but today is a day for the gays.
You want to know something funny?
What?
He was going up against Sterling K. Brown from This Is Us. Sterling K. should have won that.
Are you dead ass?
He was also going up against Jason Bateman. Ozark, never seen that. Milo Ventimiglia, who I wouldn't give him the primetime Emmy against Sterling K. Kit Harington for Game of Thrones, Jason Bateman for Ozark, Bob Odenkirk for Better Call Saul. Yeah, Sterling K. should have won that shit.
Yeah, definitely. I would have rather had him because the representation that we got was a fuck ass nigga that doesn't know, that has his head too far up his goddamn ass.
Mm-hmm.
To see that you should not have been nominated for this fucking shit. It should have been one of the, let's count. I'm not counting Dominique. One of the three.
You talk about me, shady bitch.
One of the 3 or 4 other actresses on the show that act circles around you. You yell on the show. You scream on the show. You act drunk on the show. And your 3rd season was kind of fuck ass, and I'm glad you died.
Damn.
Blanca was giving range.
Yep.
She was giving happy, sad, humor. She was everything. She was the mother of Pose. And you got her fucking award. And that baffles my fucking mind.
Yeah, they didn't.
I hope you went home that night and realized, and when you got ate up on Twitter, you gave MJ the Emmy because she deserved that shit. And you deserve dust and debris. Because then he doubled down on the shit on Twitter and was like, they will have their time. I'm not saying it's not going to come. I'm just saying that it's not their time and we need to focus on the people that are on the stage right now, which is black gay people. Bitch, black gay men in general, specifically, go through a lot. You are correct. However, fucking comma. Trans black people, men and women, get paid dust and debris and die in these fucking streets just because they want to be who they want to be. You should go sit the fuck down somewhere. Read a fucking book. I hate illiterate bitches.
Also, like, you just need to sit.
You and Leah Michelle, fucking twins.
You need to sit with your, not Leah Michelle. Leave that girl alone. She can read. She acted in Glee for like 8 years. One, I think it is crazy that he didn't look at himself and think, why am I the only one nominated when I'm not going to say that the show is about trans women, but the majority of actors and actresses, or I guess just actresses, the majority of actresses are trans characters. Okay, I'm going to redo that. The majority of actors are trans characters, more specifically actresses that are trans women. The majority of characters in that show are trans women. I'm looking at this list of main characters. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of that 9 are trans women. And we can honestly whittle that down, that 9 main characters a little bit. But like, majority of the cast is trans women. So like, what do you mean I'm being nominated when I don't even look like majority of fucking cast? And then I hate a wait your turn type bitch, because it tells me, for you to be a black gay man saying that is crazy as fuck, but it tells me that you don't know shit about shit to say wait your fucking turn. That's never how shit has worked. Who has ever gotten anything by waiting a fucking turn? What minority has ever gotten anything by just waiting a fucking turn? Name one. I'll wait. You can't name anybody because it's the dumbest fucking thing to ever be said in the history of fucking things to be said in an award show. It's not the dumbest thing. People have said worse. But like, that was really fucking bad. Like, that was actually fucking embarrassing. And I think that was the beginning, at least for me, of Billy Porter's downfall, because he did some other weird shit after that.
Yeah.
I was like, Billy, he was a weird bitch.
Yeah, he is fucking weird. I forgot what else he did, but yeah, he's just been weird since then.
I feel like he cooned a couple
me.
times, but I can't remember when.
Yeah,
Tap dancing ass
he didn't
bitch.
Terry Crews.
Oh,
He didn't Terry Coon.
Terry bitch ass.
That was a downfall. Oh my god, that was a bad breakup.
Like it wouldn't have taken long for him to acknowledge that. Though I am grateful. Like, what did Adele say? I'm grateful for this award, but I don't deserve it. This should be yours, Beyonce. But why couldn't you do that? Like, you literally could have done that. Whether you believed it or not, you literally, like, at the very least, it's good PR. Now you just a dumb bitch. But God rewarded him with a role with Luke Evans. And I have wanted Luke Evans to do things to me for as long as I can remember, but he's gay, so he never will.
But you can go ahead if you're ready.
Yeah, I have some things to say to you dumb bitches. Specifically, the Avatar, which everybody in the Avatar verse just needs to stop writing because they're pissing me off. But the Avatar writers have released the synopsis for their new show. And it says something along the lines of, after the world faces a big calamity because of Korra, we're in this new world. We're in the post-apocalyptic world, whatever the fuck. And so you Korra haters have come out of the woodwork, so you bitches never left because y'all always want to pop up every now and again. You Korra haters came out of the woodworks. You're trying to talk shit about my girl. And this is my thing. If you listen to our Legend of Korra episode, I have genuine critiques on how Korra was written. And I have genuine critiques on Korra as a character. But none of you bitches bring that shit up when you talk about Korra. Everybody want to talk about she lost the Avatar state. I have seen that clip of Unavatu, whatever the fuck, taking Rava's spirit out of her body, stripping it from her body. I've seen that clip all up and down my timeline this past week or two. And when I tell you, the more I watch it, the more traumatizing that scene gets. Like, this girl was assaulted by her uncle. Her literal soul was ripped from her body. And then he beat the shit out of it. And she felt each and every blow. And y'all want to tell me she lost the Avatar state. That's what y'all want to tell me. And I'm just like, what are we talking about here? Critical thinking skills. Somebody used that scene as allegory to sexual assault. And it really just like fucked up my psyche. Because I'm like, holy fucking shit, this is awful.
Yeah.
But I really need y'all to shut the fuck up, because y'all, I'm sorry, but you dumb. You don't know how to read media. You don't know how to watch media and interact with it, because there's no way you can walk away from the Legend of Korra and say Korra's the worst Avatar to ever be. Because let's be honest, y'all love Aang. Y'all are Aang writers. And I mean, he's a cool guy. I prefer Atlas to LOK. So he's a cool guy. I understand. But you know what he also did? We need to talk about his flaws, because y'all love to talk about Korra's flaws. What did he do? He ran away, which resulted in a 100-year war. And he also gave Korra a shitty world. Like, let's be honest, like it looked like it was in peace or some shit. You can't tell me that the conflict between the benders and non-benders came as soon as Aang died. Shit's been festering. He gave her that. He decided to take land from the Earth Kingdom and said, I'm gonna put you bitches here, which resulted in Kuvira. So Aang created Kuvira's fine ass. Oh my God.
Maya, please.
God, she's so fine. If I was Korra, I'd say, girl, you could do it. Just come in this room with me, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want. Just come in this room with me. But like he created Kuvira. He created Amon. He also left the White Lotus. Like, you telling me this nigga knows how to take powers, and he left not the White Lotus, the Red Lotus. He left the entire Red Lotus with their powers and said, we're just going to imprison these bitches for life. When we know he can take bitches' powers. He didn't create the Red Lotus, but he left them there to be a future problem. You can't have bitches on 10 like that. You can't have those kind of bitches just out and about, breathing, bending. Like, and who was her other Vatu? Granted, I can't blame Aang for unalocking Vatu. Can't do that. I'm not trying to. But 3 out of 4 of her big hitter villains, which I only think Aang could have took one of her. If we talking about Aang solo, I genuinely only believe that nigga could have took one of her villains. And that's Unalaq. I mean, not Unalaq. Yeah. Amon. Amon is Unalaq?
Yeah, Amon.
No, Unalaq's her husband, her uncle. Amon.
Her uncle, yes.
I think he's the only one Aang could have taken, only because Aang had prior knowledge of who that nigga was. Korra didn't know that nigga from a piece of shit on the street. So when he one-upped her, it's because she didn't know what she was dealing with. But when she found out what she was dealing with, what did she do? She whooped his ass. Like, y'all always forget that Korra, at the end of the day, eventually whooped her people's ass. Aang had one villain. Korra had some of the most traumatizing experiences a motherfucker has ever gone through. Every season.
Let me tap in real quick. Aang actively made bad choices. Korra had bad things done upon her.
I will say Korra did
bad
make
choices.
Yes, because of his bad choices. Yes, I will say Korra is a hard-headed motherfucker. Aang is too. Aang is hard-headed as fuck, because I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was a citizen of any kingdom at that time, and you tell me all he did was take that nigga's bending instead of murder his ass, I would have been sick. Because this is the thing. People defend that decision, which if that was his decision, that's fine, because it ended up working out, I guess. But people defend that decision by saying Aang was a pacifist and Aang was upholding his culture. It doesn't fucking matter what Aang's culture is, because at the end of the day, the Avatar is supposed to put all of that shit to the side. And that's Yang Chen told him, put that shit to the side. I was just my nigga.
She said, murk that nigga now.
Mind you, fuck. She was an airbender a lot longer than that bitch. I don't know how old she was when she died. That girl looked a solid 30.
Sometimes you just have to put tradition aside. She literally said that shit. It's like, what? You're an airbender. You shit. She's like, I'm airbender by proxy. I killed niggas.
She said, I'm responsible for the entire world. I can't be, I'm a pacifist, I'm an airbender, I can't do that shit. Mind you, Aang had one major villain. Korra had 4. He had 1. And did Aang beat his major villain alone? No. Because a rock touched him in the back. And it gave him powers. Like a lion turtle was
Kyoshi
like,
coming up.
I'm gonna unlock that shit that you decided to abandon because you want to fuck on Katara.
A rock touched him in the back and Kyoshi came out.
Kyoshi.
That was Kyoshi. Kyoshi beat the fucking Fire Lord.
It is like it just really baffles me, because not only are y'all like I'm gonna be honest with you. I think y'all are misogynist, and I think some of y'all are fucking racist. I genuinely think Bryke hates brown people, specifically brown women, because he loves trauma. The things that Korra went through, especially when you look through it as a lens of look through it as a lens of a woman. The things that Korra went through, that shit was sinister as fuck. The motherfuckers who wrote that actually need help. They need to be put in a padded room, because why would you put this girl through that? And people love to say Aang was a kid. Korra was 16 to 18. What about that? I mean, 16 to 21, I think. Yeah, because it's a 3-year time skip. She was 16 to 21. She was like 16, 17 in season 1 and season 2. 16, 17, 18 in season 1, 2, 3. So like, TikTok, what are you trying to say?
For all you bitches on TikTok putting dirt on my girl's name, it's on fucking site.
And it's the way that y'all are probably wrong anyway, because when we watch the show, it's literally going to say Korra did all she could, but history's remembering her wrong, like it does to every other woman who's a bad bitch. Like, come on now. I just had to get that off my chest because bitches was pissing me off.
Yeah, no, that's fine. What's your next thing?
Oh, did you hear about that white woman who's... I don't know what the company is called, but apparently somebody be hosting black events for black women gamers. In this on the surface white woman, phenotypically white woman. Mind y'all, race is about phenotype. That means how you look, in case you never took a science class. I know race, nationality, and ethnicity be kicking you bitches' asses, but it's about phenotype, bitch. Race is about phenotype. This white woman, she's phenotypically white, so that makes her white. That means she moves about the world in the body of a white woman. She said, I'm black. I'm a black woman too. Can I join? Now, I don't know what the exact exchange was, but at the end of the day, it was a no. Okay, it was a no. And she went to the internet. She said, I can't believe this is happening to me. I'm being discriminated against. My dad is literally black. My mom's white. I'm literally a mixed black woman. Like, why is this happening to me? She showed a picture of her and her dad in the dark. And it was really sinister because turns out her dad's an Indian man. And so, like, I just... she did all that hubbub. She had, because, you know, I'm sorry, Deshaun, but, like, black men, sometimes y'all embarrass us because I saw
Who said I was
men.
a man?
You right.
Mm-hmm.
Lean more towards the they today. That's where you go over there today.
Please.
But I saw a few black men defending her. I'm like, okay, stop. And then for all that to happen just for dude to be Indian, like, that's so fucking funny to me. Like, that wasn't even a black man. And y'all saying we should let her into black women's spaces. That is a white woman. I so desperately want niggas to get a dictionary and look up the word race, look up the word ethnicity, look up the word nationality. Because you bitches, I don't know if you're dumb. I don't know if you're illiterate. I don't know. I genuinely think wisdom is chasing y'all, but y'all are faster because what the fuck is going on in the House of Commons? But no, that was just actually really funny because, like, I wasn't in the discourse, but I was just watching it happen from afar. And I'm like, this is a white woman. Like,
yeah.
This is, have you seen her?
Yes, I have seen her.
She's so clear. Like, this is a white woman. We're doing this over a white woman. But, like, it seemed like she brought the diaspora together because most people were like, bitch, you're white. What are you talking about? So I appreciate that. We stopped arguing to come and collect that woman. Biracial. That was a play on biracials, in case you didn't clock that.
Well, I don't have anything else to say about that. It just reminded me of Rachel Dolezal. That's
no,
about
for real. Final thoughts. Fuck Cora haters. Cora stand till I die. Aang's cool too. Long live Zutara, bitches. Zutara, Natla ending 2025. Here we fucking come.
Oh my god.
Woo! Zutara.
Well, thank you so much for listening to our little ditty of a podcast.
What? Can you not call it that?
I said a little ditty of a no ditty. Hello.
It's getting worse. You made it worse. How did you make it worse?
I don't know. Well, thanks so much for listening. Maybe we'll talk about Scandal next week. Maybe not. Who knows? Make sure to follow us on TikTok and
like and
Blue
subscribe,
Sky.
bitches. Like and subscribe.
And comment, please.
Like, for real, why are y'all so quiet?
They've been very quiet for a few weeks.
0 comments. 6,000 views and 0 comments. How that work?
Please. Well, thanks so much for listening. Bye, guys.
Also,
Love
we
you.
have polls at the end of the episode. Vote in the poll, bitch.
Yes, please vote in the poll. If you listen this far. If you're listening now, send help. No, I'm just kidding.
It's too late.
Please. Okay, bye, y'all.
God may have blessed you with Barbies, a backyard with a pony in it, a boyfriend named Jake, and an unwanted pregnancy that your father paid to terminate so you could go to college and major in being a basic bitch. None of these things make you a woman. Your uniform of ill-fitting J. Crew culottes, fake pearls, and 50-cent scrunchies cannot conceal the fact that you do not know who you are. I know our presence threatens you. We fought for our place at this table, and that has made us stronger than you will ever be. Now pick your jaw up off the floor and go back to your clam chowder and shallow conversations. My girlfriends and I aren't going anywhere.